Hey, it's time for another
Everyday Getaway.
And I can't believe it's Tuesday already, so we're back in the kitchen.
There you go. Thanksgiving has come and gone. So we're going to start coming up with some fun ideas that maybe we can have around for Christmas.
And so what are we going to make today?
We're going to make some glazed pecans. And Doug and I, we like a good glazed pecan.
That's right. And you can just snack with them. You can put them on a salad.
Or you could even make jars of them and you could give them for a nice gift. I would love to have somebody give me some glazed pecans. I would enjoy that.
Hey, so join us in the kitchen.
All right, for the pecans, you're going to need 2 cups of pecans, and we have pecan halves. I'm sure that you could probably use whatever your favorite nut is. If you want cashews or something other, we just happen to really like the pecans. We've got a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 of a cup of water, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon if you like it, and we like cinnamon, so we'll probably add it.
Okay, so I went ahead and greased my pan up here. I'm going to add in my sugar. And again, that was a 1/2 cup of sugar. I'm going to add in my 1/4 cup of water. My vanilla, which was a 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, I added a 1/4 teaspoon of my vanilla. Okay, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of my salt.
It's a new salt one this time, so it's not raining down all over the countertop.
And I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of my cinnamon. And this is optional. If you don't want cinnamon, then you don't need to use the cinnamon.
All right, we're just going to mix that all up and take it to the stove.
Okay, so I'm going to stir this constantly, waiting for my sugar to be completely dissolved.
And this is on medium-high heat on the stovetop. And once the sugar, as Doug said, is completely dissolved, then we'll add in the pecans. They don't go in the beginning.
Okay, so I've got this on the stove at medium heat, and I'm going to stir it continually while my sugar is till it gets completely melted.
And I can already smell that cinnamon coming out in there. We love the cinnamon smell. So we've already got some good smells coming from it. And I would imagine it wouldn't take too long for the sugar to melt. It's looking like it's getting there already, but we'll be back in a second once it's already thin, and then we're going to add our pecans. All right, looks like all the sugar is completely dissolved, so we're going to put the pecans in and stir them up so they're nice and coated. And then it says we're to keep on stirring. Once these pecans are coated, we're going to keep stirring them until the sugar thickens a bit and everything is coated with kind of a thick sugary substance. Now, it only took about a minute or so for the sugar to dissolve, but my thought is this will take a little bit longer, so we'll keep stirring until everything's thickened up. Right now, it really is pretty much sugar water.
Okay, well, Tammy is still mixing this together. They said it could take up to 5 to 8 minutes. I went ahead and set the oven at 350, and I lined my cookie sheet with parchment paper here.
Doesn't look like it's starting to thicken yet, but it is a little bit darker brown color, so it's starting to change a little bit. So it certainly has taken 7 or 8 minutes. It looks like we have thickened up. There's not a lot of that juice left, but there is still some. So once it looks like it's thickened, all the pecans are coated, you're going to remove it from the heat, and using a slotted spoon or a fork, you're going to take the pecans out and place them on parchment paper. It does say to put them on a single layer, so as Doug scoops, we'll try to get those scooped onto a single layer. They're going to go into a 350 oven for 15 minutes or so, and hopefully all this yummy goodness that's on top will get a little crunch to it, so we'll have some crunchy glazed pecans. Doug's almost finished with what's in the pan, so the 2 cups really does fill out a large sheet pan full. We are spacing them. It says after they're finished, if any have kind of stuck together, once it's cooled you can break them apart, but since we have some space, we're going to try to just keep them in a flat layer of the little space between them. And one last thing, they really do smell good. That vanilla and cinnamon really has given off some yummy, yummy smells. It's like Jimmy John's for pecans. Doug's taking that extra yummy goodness and kind of dabbing it on top of some of the pecans. And before we put them into the oven, it did say to bake them for 10 to 15 minutes, and we're looking for a golden brown color and for the crispness factor to look like it has shown up. All right, little pecans, candy up. Candy up, little pecans.
Okay, and like I say every Tuesday, if you know somebody that likes a nice recipe, please share our video out. If you haven't already, please subscribe and make sure you hit that like button.
It sure does help our channel. We appreciate it so much. So like, share, subscribe, and let's finish up the pecans. All right, we got them out of the oven. They're good golden brown, and they were hot and bubbly. They smell really nice, and we're going to let them cool a bit. And I think we'll have to, once they cool, we'll be able to pick them up. We don't want to, I guess it's kind of peeling. So we're going to let them cool completely, so it should just break off, and then we'll give them a try.
Okay, so they're nice and cool. They smell really good.
And they got a good crunch to them. So let's go
Give
up.
it a try here. Oh, I hope you can hear that crunch.
Nice and sweet. Got that toasted pecan, just the toastedness of the pecan, so it's got that yummy, deep flavor from that.
I think I'm going to make some more of these and send them to our daughter. I think she would really like them.
Yes, she would. Sydney, you will love these. All right. It's good to be with you today. Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and let us take care of you. If there's something that we can pray for you and your family, please drop it in the comments below, and we'll lift you up in prayer. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of my vanilla in. Join us next Tuesday as we make one of my favorites, pecan pralines.